Welcome back, WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. We're at Greenmount Station in Hampstead, beautiful Carroll County. It is a beautiful day. It is a Good Friday that is about to become a great Friday. It's all brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Let's Shuff Play. We got some Betty Boop scratch offs. I hope I have enough for everybody at the bar, but we're up here in Hampstead, and this is not my first rodeo with the Greenmount Station crab cake. So, look, man, I praise you all the time because people say to me, where can I go to get a great crab cake? And I knew this was going to happen. People say, where's the best one? So I'm doing 31 crab cakes in 31 days in August. I did 30 and 30 last August. It's my 31st anniversary this year, right? So we're doing I'm now going to do 31 breweries as well. And I give a free plug. My friends at Duclaw had sponsored me at various points. The Macchiato Milk Stout is what I'm having here today, and it is delicious. But I'm going to have this with the crab cake. All right, give me the broiled versus fried thing. I have gone through this with 25 different football players over the course of time. They generally appreciate the broiled more. Mm-hmm. The broiled outsells the fried 5-1?
That's probably about right. And, I mean, the lowdown is anything you put in a deep fryer is obviously less healthy than something that you're putting in the oven.
I don't care.
Well, look, if you don't care, then it's personal preference. But, you know, a lot of people, if they're indecisive about it, they'll just take the broiled. But I that's my favorite. The broiled is better than the fried, in my opinion. But, you know, they're both
Why
the
do
same.
I like the fried? It's crispy. It's crunchy.
Yeah, it's on what you like. I mean,
the inside tastes the same.
I grew up with a broiled as opposed to a fried. That's why I probably like that. I don't know if you grew up with the
No.
the
I
fried.
grew up poor with claw meat, fried, pan fried, like a hockey puck is what I would say. You know, they serve them that way. There's a place called Davis Pub, and it's no disrespect. They down in Annapolis where they do it old school like my mother did it. Most of the places in Dundalk, when we would go, all the sub shops had a crab cake, right? It was always fried. I don't. Maybe it's a Dundalk thing. When I'm at Costas, he broils them. Most places that serve, I call it Gucci meat, but expensive lump crab meat that was $50 a pound. It'd be like putting A1 or ketchup on or frying it. It's just not what you don't cook a filet mignon well done. You know what I mean? So I took that on all summer. But you do tartar and cocktail. Where did your recipe emanate from? Because I always say this to you. It's the closest to Angelina's that I know of. Michael's and Timonium's similar to yours, but there aren't many places. And when I was at Faidley's last week, and theirs is very mustardy. Completely different crab cake. Mm-hmm. Delicious, but just different. And they only fry theirs.
Right.
So it's just different.
It is different. So our recipe came. My dad was a crab cake connoisseur, and when we opened,
what does that mean?
95. Well, he just everywhere he went, he got a crab cake. So I mean, I
like your dad already.
Yeah. Well, he passed away. In
I
98,
like him. I still love him. That's fine.
Anyway,
I'm thinking of him right now.
It's funny that you mentioned Angelina's and Michael's because those were two of his favorite. So as you can imagine, that's probably why you. Can
Did he ask for the recipe, steal it, borrow it?
No, but he did know. I mean, nobody's going to give you their crab cake recipe, but
they shut the shades here. It feels real intimate now. I like it. It's nice.
The key.
You got some candlelight and a wine. I'll have a Merlot. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say the key for us is about using all jumbo lump crab meat. Some places do a mix, and like you had said, it's no knock on anybody that doesn't use all jumbo lump, but. That's the key, and then for us, we have a sauce that we hold it together with, and obviously that's where
slurry.
The flavor comes from. Yeah, and you use as little as you can to hold it together. And
why is yours so sweet?
The key.
It is a sweeter slurry. Is there cream in your slurry?
Well, the sauce it's mayonnaise. It's like there's some mustard, there's some Old Bay, there's
not a lot of Old Bay,
some
though.
mustard.
This is not an Old Bay forward crab cake.
No.
So when I talk about crab cakes and I say East Baltimore crab cake. Mm-hmm. It's got you taste the Old Bay straight up, and more in some than others. But yours is very consistent. I'll say that it tastes the same way the last 15 years every single time I get it.
Then we're doing our job. The sweetness, I think, is blue crab. I mean, there's not every restaurant that serves crab cakes is using a blue crab. They're using some of the
God, your fried crab cakes are good.
Indonesian or some other regions of the world that the crab's just different.
I think people, if they come to your place, I'm not going to be disrespectful. But if they don't get it fried, it's great broiled, but there's something about it fried here that's one of my favorite crab cakes.
Well, good.
And I don't get on here every week and say that, and you're so far like out of the way for somebody from Essex or Anne Arundel, if they come to Hampstead once in their life for something, a soccer tournament, whatever, they should come here and get this crab cake. And I tell people, it may be a little out of the way, but if you want one of my favorite crab cakes, I tell them to come here.
Well, now we're hoping with the sports wagering, when we get that open, it's not going to be out of the way because it's going to be people already coming.
You should sell 10 million of these. Yeah. I mean, this makes me want to bet. Chris Richards here. It's all courtesy of our friends at the Maryland Lottery. We're at Greenmount Station, one of our favorite places, one of our stomping grounds, family up here. Michelle is so busy over in the bar. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you, too, with her. Ashley's been running around back here, filling up my glass. So always appreciate all that you guys do, man. I appreciate all the years of sponsorship and friendship.
Thank you.
And last thought for you. I'm on my way up here. I called my wife right when I hit the produce stand coming out of Reisterstown. And I said, hey, babe, what's going on? She's like, hey, you Greenmount Station Day. Well, look, we got pork chops in the fridge, and we got that piece of Royal Farms chicken from last night, and I took some chicken breast out. I said, well, what do you want me to bring you home? I'm like, well, I'm not going to bring you pork or chicken. She's like, I've never had a crab cake from Greenmount. So my wife, all the years you knew my wife up here, when she was a blonde, when she had cancer, she came up here bald. She came up here the second time, all that. She never ate crab. Her transplant has changed lots of things about her.
Okay.
Sense of taste, sense of smell, things she likes. She's got different DNA. It's really weird, right? She started eating crab 2 years ago, 3 years ago. She sat and I picked crabs one night with Chris Pica. And she's like, let me try that. She's like, let me have some more of that. And maybe Old Bay got her or whatever, the sweetness. She would have told you at any point, you've known my wife 15 years, at any point, she didn't have any of your crab balls that night at M&T. She would have said, oh, seafood. I'm not eating
And now she likes it.
Now, I took her 2 giant pieces of hake, 2 giant softball crab cakes from Faidley's on opening day. She wolfed down the crab cake. We pan-fried the fish the next night. And she said to me, I need you to bring me, you always rave about these crab cakes at Greenmount Station. She's had 50 different crab cakes now because she did the tour with me.
Oh, cool.
So every time we did the tour, she would take a taste. She loves crab soup. So this is the first time in our relationship that she's going to taste your crab cakes.
Cool. So now we'll find out where we rank, I guess.
Well, I'm the expert. Let's make no mistake about that. Chris, thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right, we're up here at Greenmount Station. I got to get out of here because they're packed and we need to open the room up, let them in. Come on up here, bet on the ponies, get a crab cake, enjoy our friends up here. If you're anywhere in Carroll County, Hampstead, Manchester, even in Westminster, make your way over to 30. Make your way up here to Greenmount Station. Thanks to the lottery, our friends at Greenmount, as well as Goodwill Industries. John Baylog was on last week. We are spending, when I leave here, I'm going home and loading boxes and loading stuff up. We're going to be sending Goodwill some spring love. I am Nestor. We are WNST. On behalf of the lottery, Goodwill, and our wise conversations, signing off from Greenmount Station in Hampstead, beautiful Carroll County. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore, positive, and crab cakes.